Hey everybody! Sorry for the delay. I didn't put any cover on here, nor do I care to. Hope everybody's doing well and enjoying their weekend. I am officially on vacation as of right now. I'm going to be off till after the first of the year. And like I promised over the last couple of months, I'm going to be making a decision whether the channel will stay on. Um, there's been a few things that's really helping me make my decision. Number one, the viewership just isn't there. I've done things for quite some time, and I'm just trying to decide how I'm gonna kind of do this. There's a couple different ways. Um, uh, First of all, physically, I'm really doing well, except for my painting hand. I've been trying to paint because there's a couple things that I wanted to take care of for a couple people, but my hand is just not good. Now I'm benching over 475, which is down about 100 pounds from what I've been doing over the years. And physically, I've been trying a couple things because there's more to life than just sitting inside. Okay, I've been out fishing. Me and my wife finally got to go do something. We went down yesterday, and there's some pictures on Instagram. We went down to Tropicana Field here, and we had a really good time. They have this thing called Enchanted, and they take the whole baseball field, and they just cover it with this light maze, which is really incredible. And I really, really enjoyed doing that. Just getting out, doing something. The weather was horrible, but we ended up eating on the water, which was nice, and we had a good time. There's a couple things that I think hurt this channel over the years. Number one, my health. Getting COVID twice, which nearly killed me, and finding out that I have almost like an allergic reaction to it really hurt when I hurt my arm. And then moving here killed this channel. Moving here because of the internet situation and how we've had to do things. I am constantly making videos, and I have to go someplace else and upload them because to upload a video would take hours upon hours. Now, I was smart enough to do a couple things. Number one, like I said, on December 31st, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. One of the things I'm going to do is I have almost all the way up to January 28th worth of videos. I'm just going to dump those and make those live. A lot of them have been pushed off from the other house. Every time I make something, I kind of fit it into the schedule. And I kind of schedule things out, so we have about 5 to 6 days worth of videos. Should I walk away, which I'm more likely feeling that way, I think I would drop down to maybe 2 videos a month if lucky, or maybe 3. It depends because I want to stay loyal to GMT and cover all their stuff. CMON, and some of the other companies that I have developed a friendship with. In this day and age, and it's a funny thing, your biggest channels are the best channels out there because they do things by the book and they do the right things, and they don't get wrapped up in this woke agenda thing, which I don't care what you believe or not. Or what people believe or not, or everybody is an individual. They could do what they want, and that never bothered me. But when you start taking board gaming and making it political, and start screaming racism and all this other stuff, which is just absolutely ridiculous, or playing a victim. That's the thing that kills me. That's what this generation is. It's the victim generation. Everybody is crying boo-hoo me and so forth and so on, and it it really cracks me. It cracks me up a bit, and it kind of sickens me. And I just go, well, why do I want to be around this stuff? There's better things for me to do. I was hitting softballs the other day at 60 something years old. I was hitting them 350, 360 feet, and I said, something, maybe I'll go back and try on a traveling team like I used to be, or do some more powerlifting. There are some records out there at my age that I will shatter. I will absolutely shatter. Do I want to invest the time to do that? Probably not. But I'm going to kind of figure out that life isn't sitting behind, in this table, and I'm going to take all this stuff, 90% of it, and I'm going to go down to a flea market around here. I was thinking sometime in February or around March, which would have been 8 years or 9 years or something. I've done this. I outlived a lot. I mean, the average channel lasts 3 years. I'm kind of bouncing all over the place. It survives 3 years. I've surpassed that and doubled that. So I wanted to triple that because I think my body of work has been pretty good. If it wasn't for the last 3 years of illness, lack of internet, number one, and then number three, the big thing, I could not get consistency on this channel as far as people putting covers up, people doing certain things, people I love Helen, but when we start to get some momentum and I go, okay, I can do this, and the channel starts to look a little nicer, and then all of a sudden she disappears for 2 or 3 months. Okay, and then I go, okay, well, she has that freedom. I always gave her that open door policy, but the inconsistency, and I just said, okay, enough of this. Why not take it to Dice Tower East? No, I'd rather give it to kids. I'd rather give it to kids that I'm not going to take stuff to Dice Tower East. If I took this to Dice Tower East, I would have to take I would have to take an aircraft carrier to bring it. There's so much of it. I'm going to probably just go and give it to some kids for $2 or $3 a piece. Because for the majority of the people that love to criticize this channel, for its lack of professionalism and this and other, which I could care less. But you take somebody like Tom and the great Rodney and Ricky Royals, all the good people, that don't get caught up in junk and stuff like that, and always ran honest and good channels. It's the smaller channels that are evil. Okay, it's the smaller channels. I'm surprised there's a couple individuals that are starting to come back now, and yet all I've ever done is done the right thing. And yet, I can't get the viewership. It's because basically I got sick, and we moved to this farm, and it killed this channel, and that's the way it goes. Am I still going to do stuff? That's the thing I'm arguing about. And when I come on here December 31st, it's either going to be, well, I'm going to keep going, or I'll go to a certain time. But I think I want to do more. I want to do different things. I do want to support the people that have supported this channel for so long. The GMTs, the Simons, and all those other ones. Another guy, it's funny. He went for 11 years he's been doing this, and he went from 11,000 subscribers all the way up to 27,000. I'm not going to name names. I just don't feel like getting in pissing matches. I like to go out with my boots on and decently. But I'm going to tell you the story. And I'm like, wow, dude, because sometimes if you can hit a video that will propel you and bring you into the limelight, that'll do it. The guy's at 27,000 and can barely get 100 people to watch 100 people to watch a video. And me and another person in this business were going, oh, guy bought subscribers. So now he's lying to, and the reason people do that is they want to lie to these poor developers and these poor companies so they can get you to send free games or pay to have well, you got 30,000 people watching you. Well, I'll give you $300 to make a video. So you lie, because and it's that kind of dirtiness. It's that kind of, they get in front of you and they just tell you a story, a lie, and this, that, and the other. And the one thing I've always shoot, whether people like it or not, is I told the truth. I told the truth. Okay? But not one of them. Because I've called people out. I said, I'll meet you at a convention and we'll swing it out. I'll be more than happy. When somebody ran some chatter and I was in his chat, because this guy said, hey, you got to check this guy. He has a different view of the board game. Take a look at it. And then he started running his mouth about what I thought about a board game. And then I contacted him on this, that, and the other. And, talented guy. But your typical, make board gaming look bad. Fat kid that, never been outside in his life, never done anything in his life, and wants to run his mouth because you could do it in front of a camera. Because if you got in front of a person and you had to answer for your comments, okay, it's a different world. And I think I'm outdated too. That thing hurts me too. I'm an old guy that's outdated. But I'm putting myself together. I'm a 1%er. I know I am physically. I've been through a lot, but I'm going to make one more run at it physically. I'm going to play all the sports I want to play. I'm going to do all the things. Am I going to do it while I'm doing this, or am I going to do it and just put this behind me and just say, something, I'll save this for when my grandson gets older. He's 4, God willing. I don't catch COVID again, which nearly killed me. I don't catch it and it fills me. Like I said, I've used up 6 of my 9. Okay, I got 3 left. I better make them count. All right. I figure playing golf out in the villages here, where there's 9 million golf courses. I'm bound to get hit with lightning. That'll be one. Something. Maybe ran over by a golf cart or whatever. But I like to use the 3 going out like a champion. That's all I've ever known in my life. I've been a champion my entire life. Okay, I've got the trophies. I've got the trophy room that's bigger than this room. Okay, and the things that I've accomplished in life. But the one thing that I was always proud about, and most of all, is one of the reasons. And I was going to do a video about the history of the channel. But boy, that's so self-indulged and so self-centered and almost narcissistic in a way. I wanted to talk about and show clips from the beginnings and what this channel was about, and the people that help and influence me. The Rodneys, the Tom Vassals, who is just a tremendous person, and we didn't always see eye to eye. I had different visions. Ultimately, Tom knew what was best for his business, and Tom's a great guy. I saw him this summer. It was so good to see him and spend a little time and just talk about life, grandkids, and this, that, and the other. I remember being over there when his kids are small. Now they're bigger now. Driving down to Miami 4.5 hours because I believed in what I was doing. It's a business, and I think the reason I want to keep this going is, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna hold 30,000 for those treatments. I make a little bit of money off this. There's no doubt about it. My auctions, they go to charity. but views and things like that. And if the money becomes nothing, then what am I doing? Am I doing it for enjoyment? Yeah, I like doing this. I think I've been more enthusiastic this last month, but it falls into the the same thing where I don't matter in a field where every time you turn around, there's another board game channel popping up, calling it using something with a meeple or on board or whatever catchy little phrase that they have, and when you can edit and you can sit there and you can make these beautiful videos, I can't compete with that. Now, I know what some of you are saying. Oh, Rob, don't compete with it. You have a following that'll watch. No, you guys don't. I put out videos. Some of them, you're lucky if you get 100 people to watch them. So I'm not hitting things. I'm not relating. I'm not doing certain things. And one of the big things with this channel is this arm. I was throwing softballs, and we were out and I was checking on the gun there, seeing what I can still throw at, and I'm still throwing about 79, 85 miles an hour, which for this arm is really good since it's been rebuilt, and it actually felt good, and I'm like, wow, boy, I'm still a really great athlete. And maybe I should just, I miss some of that stuff sometimes. I don't miss going out and having to play league games. I don't like being tied down to things sometimes. When I do too well at something, I get bored. It's really stupid. And I'll read some of your comments in a minute. Just bear with me as I open this up. And there's a lot more I want to say, but I want to save it for the 31st. But no, I'm not going to change who I am. Okay. And that's something I'll never do. I don't know how to be anybody else but me. Being fake isn't that cool. But I do love this. I love all this stuff, but I've been doing it a long time, I got to go to a convention this year, which was nice. I went to the Dice Tower. I want to go, and it depends on where Richard Launius goes. If he goes to Origins this year, I'm going to go to Origins. If he goes to the Dice Tower, I'm going to go to the Dice Tower. Because I just want to see my friend. And I was thinking of doing Gen Con, but do I roll the dice and get a chance of getting sick again and going through what I can't go through that again. I will not survive it. I have to start looking at things and be honest with myself too. Hey, you're not 35, 40, 45. You're not even 50 anymore, big fella. You are at an age where you've got to start thinking that you are not a human tank. But I don't know anything else. And that's hard. And I really feel that in my heart of hearts, I don't want to give it up, which is the truth, but there's just so much more. I got grandkids. I got a beautiful, beautiful wife. God bless her. She's mad at me because I put that picture up because she had glasses on, and she said, I looked a mess. Tammy looked fine. If you look at me, I look like, somebody needs to take the hook out of my mouth. But, I've been very blessed in life, okay? I've had somebody that has basically taken care of me. And now that I have full-on diabetes, where I've got to take a bunch of shots every day, she's there. She's always there. What a champion. What a great woman. She always has been. But I've been very conflicted, and I wasn't even sure if I would come on today. It's just I got bored. As a matter of fact, I was playing video games. That's another thing. I like playing video games. I bought one of those little mini Amigas, and I ended up buying a guy had made up for $25. He put 15 or 1600 games for the Amiga. The Amiga was like the greatest machine back in my day. Okay. And I've got emulators and stuff like that. And I've been playing a lot of old stuff. I've been playing that effing Jaws game on the NES. I'm going to tell you the story. I have somebody that's very close to me, okay, was talking to me on the phone about something seriously, and he beat the game within 15 minutes. Oh, wow, I haven't played this in 20 some odd years, and he just beat it. I go, that was such a fun game. It was cool because you would kind of take your boat and you would run into something, and you got to shoot these jellyfish and these starfish, and you have to collect shells. And then you got to go to the port, cash in the shells, and first you get a shark tractor. Then you start to power up, okay? And then you want to get the submarine when you get enough power. And then you get the shark's power down, and then you have this thing where you have to stab the shark with the boat, all right? Because he's coming at you, and when he jumps out of the water, you're supposed to do it. I've been getting my ass kicked so freaking bad. So bad. It's ridiculous. Okay? And I call him. He goes, oh, I just beat it again. I watched the video, right? On YouTube. Best thing for YouTube is to watch some of the videos and some of the guys. Guy beat it in 8 minutes. Every time I start to get powered up, that stupid shark seems to find me, hits my boat, and then I've got to try to dodge the shark, and I run into a stupid jellyfish and die. But I will tell you this much. Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball. That game is one of the best sports games out there. Look it up. Look it up when you get out of here. I pick my team, and I will run rule those guys. My buddy there got run ruled a couple times. You can get beat up on that game. Excuse me. Let me take a sip here. I started working, and I wanted to see how my arm was, and I started working and pretty much finished because I wrote the guy at Raybox. One of the games that I really enjoy, and I finished up some extra warriors and stuff. Things I needed. I wanted to do this as a live play over the time that I'm off. We'll see. Right now I'm kind of sour on things, and I want to see where my head's at. I've been taking a break a bit. Like I said, I'm going to dump a whole bunch of videos. And if I do videos, I am not going to predetermine. Like I would put everything in order. Okay, this. And then I start backlogging catalogs of videos. And, I got stuff when I was at the other house. And I go, my God, I haven't played any of these. So I'm just going to release them all. And I think that'd be a bit of a freedom. And I think if I, in my heart of hearts, if I back completely off of this and, do a video a week or maybe 2 videos at the most a week. And, how can I miss you if you don't go away? That's another thing too, When I'm putting out videos every single day, nobody wants to see all that. But I do get a lot of stuff in from companies, and I want to make sure I take care of them. It's important to me, so I always push those in front of stuff, and it pushes other stuff back. I've been doing, countdowns, and I can never understand that. I try to do countdowns that I try to be as genuine. Well, I am genuine, but I mean, I try to, just play it as if I was just talking to you. But that's not very effective. But that's the only way I can do it. I can't sit there with all these graphics and this, that, and the other and stuff like that. Yeah, those will get 47,000 views. Okay, and I'll be lucky if I can get 600 or 700 views. So you look at it and you go, gee, well, what am I doing? There's things I'm just better at. I'm not good at this. Okay, never claimed to be good at this. Do I enjoy doing it? Yeah, anytime you can flip on a camera and just talk to people, it's no different than if you're sitting at a bar talking to somebody, you got the ball game on and you're talking about the ball game or, a common interest that you have. At a convention, you're sitting at a table. Well, back in the old days, okay, when you could sit there and you can have a conversation with people and just talk about life and this, that, and the other, or get to know somebody. Now anything you say, they're looking to hang you. And if they don't win, it's because of this or that. Welcome to the victim age, like I said. Let's take a look at this. Agree, Rob. Board gaming used to be inclusive, but it is getting less so, I'm afraid. Listen. Everybody should have a right to do whatever. I really believe that. It doesn't mean that we have to some people, if you don't like certain things, because not everybody can like everybody. I mean, if that would be, why would we have missiles and armies? I mean, it's as simple as that. I just think, you stay, you stay in your lane. You try to be as good to people as you can be, and if people want to be stupid, then you just take your you take your games and you go someplace else. Maybe that's it. I don't have an answer for this anymore. Your output recently has been amazing. Oh, thank you, Dick. Why not take it to Dice Tower East and unload things there? Nah. I'd rather give it like I said, I'd rather, if I'm going to cut this thing down, if I'm going to take 1,000 games and bring it down to maybe 100, 150, I'm going to make sure some kids are happy. That's for doggone sure. And I'm going to take the money and I'm going to give it to charity. Nothing wrong with starting a new chapter in your life. No, there isn't, Rob. Just when I started this, that was a different chapter. You have accomplished all that is possible with board gaming. I think so. I think I took it to as far as I could. There are just special people out there. When you think of Ricky Royal, Liz, Geek Gamer, Jay Play, another guy I really like, Rodney, what he's done, his nephew Adam, Tom, Jesus, what a juggernaut. And what they've been able to do, the people that have inspired me, it's just amazing. Me, all I ever wanted to do, I don't think I could ever do this full time. This would drive me insane. Because I hate looking at my phone. I hate going on computers. I have a full-time job where I make really good money, and it's been able to keep us going here on the farm. And we had a washer, a dryer. One of the reasons I haven't been on in a couple of weeks. We had a washer go out. We had a dryer go out. We had the oven go out, and our gas stove, the one of the things is broken on the thing. So we needed a whole bunch of appliances. Okay, where does that money come from? Okay, you can't just go down and throw it on a credit card. Yeah, sure you can, but hey, who needs to be paying 30-40%? Okay, in today's world, we've got the girls that are pregnant. That's another thing. I should be making shorts. Do I want to be doing this 24/7? I should be updating my Instagram, my X account, whatever that means. Okay. Does First of all, I don't even know how to operate half the stuff. I'm lucky I do what I do. And it just gets to the point, it's not that I'm defeated. It's, something, and I'm not burnt out, because I don't think, I think in the last month or so, I don't think I've had as much fun as I've had. You're going to stay there. You went out there. That's your problem. So don't scratch at the door. We had an argument, me and my pup, who had a bath this morning, which was a trial with me and my wife. But nevertheless, getting back to the subject at hand, I've had fun looking at things or playing things offline and doing certain things. I've got a game for Elzera coming out, Battlefield, that I'm going to be. They got a Kickstarter coming in January. I'm going to be doing that video, which I'm looking forward to. Wow, what an amazing game! Then Pete, over at Simon sent me a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't have Munchkin Dungeon. I'm not a Munchkin fan, but this dungeon thing, I tweaked it a little bit and made it where you can play, cooperatively I did it where I could play solo. I really like that. I like little quirky things every once in a while. The humor and stuff like that, it's not up my alley, but gameplay and what it does and how it does things, a lot of fun. I'm working on Masters of the Universe, and that's another one I've had a lot of fun with. And I'm trying to get those 2 Galactuses done with the bad arm, just so I can get them out, because one has to go somebody that means a lot to me. Let's see. Let's continue on here. Better going out standing, Rob, than on your knees. That's true. Always go out with your boots on, and smile when you're going out, on your own time. I never wanted to be that guy that stuck around too long, or played too long, and people look at you and they don't remember who you were. For me, if I go, I'll do it my way. And I flirted with this over a year or two, and I was saying, okay, in August, and then I keep going, and then I would stop and keep going and keep going and keep going. And I think this time I said, and I said it back in September in a vlog. I said, at the end of the year, I'm really going to make a decision on how I want to do things. Something's got to change, because I want to get away from the dirtiness. You have websites. I have a friend that runs a website, and I'm not going to say its name, but my God, those forums are ridiculous. And I'm just like, okay, do I want any part of this? No. Every time I turn around, in some instance, it's like, do I really want to be a part of this? I'm so much better than this. But when, also when that's all people have, and they're not diversified or experiment or test themselves or push themselves to do other things in life, then you are just stuck on the same highway with no turns and no exit. And you just keep going in one direction. You might be very fast and very good at driving on that one lane, but you always stay in that lane. You never venture out. You never test yourself in other things. This was a test. Could I do anything with it? I did. And I had fun with it. I had fun with it because it meant something to me. The success we've had in raising money for people and stuff like that. But there are other things that I've been very successful at. Anything I touch, I've been pretty lucky. The only thing I've never been good at is basketball. It's because I'm left-handed, and the people that always show me how to play are right-handed. So I kind of pivot, and I was okay. I was enough to say, okay, yeah, we'll take him, before they go, yeah, you're the last one, so you're on that team. But, I never felt I never excelled at it. I was good, but I wasn't great. Everything else, God. I was playing, we were talking, I was playing down at Disney. Teams would come from all over the North America. And how many times we won that and stuff like that. And we would travel and go to different parts and play in either football, baseball, softball, things I like, weightlifting competitions, some of the martial art competitions that I've done and stuff like that. Just constantly things that I've done over the years have, just really, I have a diversity. I played highlight. I was left-handed and played highlight. We used to, I think I've told this story. So, well, I'll make it quick. Because we were playing that game from that company there. Oh God, we were playing highlight. Which was a board game. And I remember going to, standing out back of Milford Highlight. We would go and just watch sometimes. We throw a little money on it. Never hurt. I remember one time we hit a trifecta. Oh boy, that was a weekend. Me and my friends. Now this is when I'm like 20. But it was Milford Highlight in Connecticut. And we would wait out back for them to come out back, and they would sell us the old cestas. And we would either go up to the amateur highlight. I'm pointing like it's over there. Or we would go in New Haven, and we would find buildings in parking lots when everybody emptied out at 5 o'clock. We were there playing. And we would just sit there and play all summer, and that was just so much fun. God. But I was able to pick it up, put it on the wrong hand, and go, hey, I'm pretty good at this. I've always been pretty good at whatever I did. And I've been pretty lucky. Painting, I'm okay. I'm pretty good. Drawing, I'm pretty good. I've just been very, very blessed and gifted. And, genetics, whatever, I don't know. Who knows? It's just when I put my mind to something, I do it. Contra Jargo. Agree with Justin up there. I'd miss your honesty and true passion and enthusiasm. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Let's see. Outdated? Seriously? How so, Rob? Well, I think I explained it. There seems to be a lot of people very happy to be getting those. There does seem to be a lot of people very happy to be getting those free board games. They yak, and every game they review is great. They add no value to the conversation. It's also really hard that when you have to sit there and you have to go, when you have to say to somebody, hey, I don't like your stuff. It's really hard to do, especially if they've been so nice to you and everything like that. That's a hard thing to do, but you also have to be honest. And you tell them, do you want me to put this up? That's the problem. That's the disconnect. Is you get it, they send it to you. And if you don't like it, do you have the guts or the intestinal fortitude within yourself to go, hey, I just played this. I don't like this. What do you want me to do here? Okay. Well, what don't you like about it? Because they deserve to hear that. X, Y, and Z. Well, we feel that's good. Okay. Is it okay I put this up? I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to bury you, But, what does my opinion mean? It doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean shit. Just a guy. And you got to have the guts to say that to somebody instead of making a cupcake video so you can get the next thing that they're doing. I've never been afraid to do either. But my problem is I kind of like everything. I'm weird that way. I don't know. A game's a game. A bad game is still better than a good day at work. Making money is fine. Sacrificing authenticity, I can't say that today, for money, isn't in my mind. But I'm outdated too. I mean, believe me, it doesn't hurt that, to see, a few $100 in there. I use it for gas or whatever. Comic books. It's nice. A lot of grifters out there. Yeah, there sure are. Free games and a sad little amount of imagine YouTube celebrityhood. Yeah. YouTube celebrityhood. Boy, how could you take something that anybody could do and make it where you're a celebrity? I never understood that. That's the algorithm, says Crystal Healing Well. How you doing? I always watch your videos. It has become a ritual for me. Well, thank you. Honest and authenticity can't be bought. No, it can't be. I feel like you are one of the last authentic board game reviewers, Rob. Oh, there's a couple out there that are really good, and I named out a whole bunch of good people. Liz, Beyond Solitaire, my buddy, she's fantastic. She just calls it the way she sees it. She goes through some of the things that I go through, and I feel for her. She's just a wonderful person. There are a lot of people out there that are just really, really good. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when with a lot of these guys, when they see that somebody's good, they see that, oh geez, that's my competition. You're taking views from me. You're taking this from me. I'm not going to be famous. I'm not going to get free games. I'm not going to get that. It's too stressful. Isn't life stressful enough? Isn't your full-time job stressful enough? And then if you want to do this for a full-time, God bless you. That's why, tip of the hat to the big channels that pull this off. Okay? And there are some scumbags out there that are big. One guy, who thought he was bigger than the situation. It's funny, I was told the story too. He got himself in a whole bunch of trouble. Because he stood up for somebody. And then he backed down because of pressure. And the comment that he said, and I'll never forget what he said, and it cracked me up, was, I'm too big for anything to touch me. Interesting. Well, it did, and now, go woke, go broke. That was his words. Let's see. Christine Healingwell, Origins is a bit smaller. It's safer bet as far as avoiding the crud. Yeah, I gotta avoid that. Going to buy an Atari 2600 for myself at Christmas. Dick, here's what I would do. I wouldn't buy yourself a Atari 2600. What I would do though is go on Amazon and buy one of those 50 to 60,000 game emulators. Make sure you get yourself a good mouse, okay, and a good controller, and so you can plug it in, and make sure you can plug both of them in. We'll never see it again, bro. The Atari 2600 games are okay because you remember that's all there was, but when you start getting into Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Commodore 64, which oh god, what was the name of the game? Firestorm. Oh god, I was just playing Project Firestorm or Firestart or something like that. It was like a movie on the thing. Oh my god, it was so good. The ship's creepy, and it has all these aliens on it, that are trying to get our hero. Our hero's trying to hit the self-destruct so they don't go any farther, and he's trying to get to the escape pod. Just cool. Played through Moonstone last week. My first time ever. Never had an Amiga, only an Atari ST, and always wanted to play Moonstone. Going to take on my old favorite Space Crusade next. Yeah, that's a good one too. I have that on the Amiga. Playthrough. LOL. What are you saying that brings up an argument? It's gaming. Yeah, I guess so. Kabuki, how are you? Good to see you. She's saying hi to everybody. Everybody's saying hi to Kabuki, so this just keeps on going. That is the answer, Rob. Take your stuff and find other people. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, maybe I do that. Maybe I just go play. Appliance issues are the worst. Sorry, Rob. Yeah, because it kind of throws, especially when you don't have a dryer and you can't, you can wash the clothes, but you got to hang them outside. Nice. Let's see. Hairspray. Hey, Rob, wishing you and yours family a happy holidays. Well, I wish you all a happy holidays. It's a week away, believe it or not. Hi, Rob, long time listener, first time caller. Oh boy, I remember they used to say it on all those sports channels. I'd be sad to see less of your videos, but maybe you can pick up the podcast once in a while. It was awesome having guests on with you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, and then they changed everything, and I didn't know how to work it, and I kind of left it. Because they changed everything. Left-handed isn't a curse, but sometimes it is an issue. It sure is. Looking good, my man. Have you ever played Bolt Action? Yes. Care to give a couple of cents on the game? Very good. I like it. Plays very well. I think it's a little bit more realistic than Flames of War. And I kind of like, I like what Osprey does by putting out all the different books. The thing is trying to keep up with all the armies and the different divisions and stuff like that. That's where you kind of get worn down. Let's see. Let's go. God bless you. Thank you, Symbolism. Nile Adults. I think that board game business is saturated. Most board games with a small number of minis is going for over $100. Yeah, well, things change. Things change. Those new little Atari 2600 systems are cool, though. Yeah, they are, Kabuki. Project Firestar. Yeah, that was a good one. Intellivision, ColecoVision. It's all on those emulators. Go get it. Yeah, I just play all that. Richard, how are you? Merry Christmas, Rob, to you and your family. I'm going to try to come on before Christmas. Have you tried Twitch? I did, and then my settings got screwed up. But the problem again comes down to the fact that our internet. We rely on Starlink. It's kind of hard to come across and do things. It's really, 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 really tough. But Beachhead. But I try to do the best I can. I try to stream during certain times. I do try to stream. We'll see how. Life's a funny thing. Let's see what the next 2 weeks bring. I'm really enjoying my time with my family. I'm going to be doing some fishing. I'm going to be doing some just a bunch of. We've been doing a lot of holiday stuff. Me and the Queen. It's just so nice to spend time with her. I work myself to death. You got to remember, I have a full-time job. I come do this. I have a drone business. I've been sick. I've been trying to just keep everything afloat here. It's been tough. It's been a tough year, and I'm glad it's over because maybe next year will be better. But kind of when you got all this clutter now's the time. December 31st to go. Okay, what do I want to do January 1st differently? Finish out this, and where will we go from here? We'll see. I still got a couple of weeks to make a decision. I was just playing Raid on Bungling Bay on the C64, which is awesome last night. No joke. I love emulating old games. I think maybe Will Wright's first game design. I think it's Will Wright. The stupid monitor's so far away. Yes, I believe it is. And he said designing the little islands and roads and buildings was so much fun, he thought it would make a fun game, which then led to SimCity. God, I used to love building up a beautiful city and then letting Godzilla just eat it. I mean, it was just great. And then trying to rebuild after he just carved a path through it. God, the economic disaster that would cause and the happiness it would bring me. There are great games. There are great games too at Kabuki. SimCity. SimCity was good. Dungeon Master. Oh God, which I started playing again. I love King's Bounty. Another great game. Lynx, which was probably one of the best golf games ever made. Before they tried to, it's funny. Oh, Wayne Gretzky hockey is the most realistic hockey game you'll ever play. Dune. I love playing that. Fantasies 1, 2, and 3. The gold box games from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons were fantastic and special. Just great stuff. If you find any big fish, maybe post pictures. Yeah, I always put a post picture if I catch a couple. Any other space games you can recommend besides Full Thrust? Silent Death, you can still get that on eBay, very cheap. Get the one with the metal minis. It comes with everything. It's fantastic. Silent Death is fantastic. Starfleet Battles, an all-time classic. Zaya. Zaya is a great game that people just seem to forget about. And yet, I consider it one of the greatest games ever made. Especially the solo variant. Beautiful. Over the top. Glorious. SimCity was a blast. The hours I put into SimCity 2000. Me too. The golf game I remember, a leaderboard. That's what it was. I was thinking leaderboard, not that. Favorite hockey game was the Sega Genesis Mega Drive NHL 94. Great game. Great game. I love playing the playoffs in that. We played our share of that back in the day. And I'm not even a sports video game fan all that much, says the mighty Kabuki. Zaya is still my favorite Kickstarter experience. Oh, there you go. I was just telling you. Play Till It Hurts. Mentioning all these games is bringing a tear to my eye. Well, you could do it. Good to see you, Rob. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Well, thank you, Von Deacon. I'll be on to say, a few things. Zaya is my favorite board game out of my 100 or so games. And it's a funny thing because it's really kind of sad because you lose the magic of what board games are. When you get so much stuff, I think the best thing that you could ever do is keep your collection to about 100 or 200 games. And even then you wouldn't even play as many. But when you have as much as I do, and which is gluttony, and it's disgusting. But I think it loses that magic. It's like Christmas. When you get older, it just loses that magic. But then, I'll go play a game like Zaya and go, oh, God, this is why I love board games so much. I'll play a game like Arceus or Blood Bowl or Warhammer Quest 95 again, or some of the newer stuff, I'll mess around with, and I'll just go, wow, oh my God. Halls of Hagra, which I thought was amazing. And I felt so bad because my son used my camera and he turned the thing, and I couldn't see it when I was editing, but it whited out the board. Over the holiday, I'm going to come on and I'm going to show everybody this, that, or the other about this game and why you should go get it. I got to clean off this table. Dear God, what a mess. Car Wars. I mean, when you go play Car Wars and you have a good fun, it's funny. You want to have everything in case you want to play it, but then when you have everything, you lose that magic. And to get that magic back is really, really hard. And I think you got to walk away for a while. I really do. And like I said, how can I miss you if you don't go away? How can and it's such a true statement. But this has been such a phenomenal year, and a year for for board games. It's really kept me excited and thrilled. All the stuff that has come out that is new, and I talked about it. Tales. I have my top 10 coming up. Check that out. All that stuff really, really kept me just loving what I do, and making it fun. And life's life. The hours I spent building cars and Car Wars. Shannon, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, Rob, and a Happy New Year. Thank you, my brother. Car Wars equals legend. It sure does. And some card games. I mean, I love playing card games. Especially if I could play them by myself. I enjoy that. Rob, you are amazing. Respect any decision you make. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Remind me, I picked up Defense of. Oh, I have that. Pro, Pro, Procyon 3 for a Christmas gift, and I heard great things. Oh, it is a great game. It's a great game. I actually have it. It seems the rules will be a beast. No, they won't. It's pretty. It works out pretty good. Trust me on that one. Have a great Christmas to you and yours. Thank you so much, Sparky. I appreciate that. Um, Jeez, what all the war games I got too. God, I'm saving those especially for my grandson when he gets older, so I can battle it out with him. Just so much good stuff. So much good stuff. Except for Warfighter Fantasy. What a disappointment. I talked about a few things that were disappointment. And I left Blacklist off that thing because I didn't know their full story, but when I did some research, yeah, they're trash too, along with Peterson Games, whose ego is through the roof. Just bad for board gaming. It's just a lot of bad people doing stupid things. Whatever. It's not my job to judge, nor should I. It's not my job to give an opinion either, but I do anyways. But again, making this decision, I've got 2 weeks. I wanted to let you guys know, so when you saw a flood of next week, when you see a flood, and I do mean a flood of videos hit, and they're old and they're outdated, that you know what's going on. I'm cleaning everything out because either I'm going to reboot on January 1st, or I'm going to slow things down to a snail's crawl, or I am just going to walk away. And I'm going to make that decision. We'll see how the channel does. Like I said, if the channel picks up, great. Then maybe I'll keep going. Maybe I'll be inspired. But right now, it's just kind of floundering. And like I said, the things that hurt me the most, and I keep on saying this again, was when we moved, not having that internet for a long time, okay, and not being able to do what I was doing. I was coming on live 3 times a week, doing live plays. I can't pull that off here. That was a heartbeat of everything. My getting sick. 3 years of just being horribly sick and still putting out almost 1,000 videos in those 3 years. It just really it really sank things. I lost all momentum I had, and it's kind of one of those things when if you are racing in a bicycle race, you have to keep pedaling. If you miss a gear or something, you fall way behind, and that's what happened. And then you get forgotten about, and that's what happened. And I think, at this point, just trying to decide on how I want to do things. I think we do. I think we do. Like I said, everybody thinks they're a YouTuber. That's fine. For me, I never thought I was a YouTuber or board game anything. I just always felt that I had a group of people out there that wanted that I could talk to and that would watch, and some people it meant something to. And I was only able to keep up for so long, and that's life. I'll leave and 5 more people will come in my place. Nobody will remember Rob's Tabletop World. Heck, I'll never be a starlit Citadel. They never lost a person. They disappeared 10 years ago, 15 years ago, maybe even longer than that. And they got disgusted and they just walked away. And they still got 25,000 people that are subscribed to them. and still watch their videos. Those girls were good. It's just they didn't become megastars. And when you don't become a megastar, poof, you know, it is what it is. So, like I said, 31st, I'll come on. I will come on New Year's Eve. We'll spend some time together, and we will. Didn't I say Starlight Citadel? Maybe I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. But you know, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I wanted to give you a heads up. This is what I'm thinking. I wanted to come on today, just talk to everybody, see how everybody's doing. I'll come on before Christmas. I always like wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. I was going to do another auction, just get rid of a bunch of stuff. Nah, I think I'll wait till after the first year. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm going to go play some video games. I'm going to read a whole bunch of comic books. I'm going to go spend time with my nasty grandkid. He needs his butt kicked. He really does. How dare he say no to me? The human highlight reel himself. Now he's 2, and he's going through those terrible 2s. Holy cow! If he doesn't get his way, what can I tell you? I want to get 1775 Rebellion, but this year's budget is gone, and this year's budget is gone a long time ago. Yeah, I think that's the best thing. I think you did say Starlight. Oh, say Starlight. I understood who you were speaking of. Oh, okay. Thank you, brother. Hell of a lot of people will miss you, Rob. I'm not worried about that. I mean, I appreciate it, but I just, I've got a lot I want to do. Who knows how long I've got. Like I said, I've used up a bunch of my lives. Okay, and I've got a few left. Like I said, 6 of the 9. Spending time, which I have done a lot more with the Queen, and doing things, spend time with my grandkids, being able to get out, which has been something that has been very tough to do. Training again, getting stronger and stronger, has been really eye-opening to a lot of things, and realizing where everything went wrong, and honest and earnest, and being honest, wasn't. I don't think it was my fault. It was just bad timing. I remember during COVID, I came on every day during the lockdowns for 60 days, right, or 48 days. And we played something every single day. I would get off, I would study something, set it up, and the next day we would come on and we would play it. And I was able to do that at the other house. The internet problems here, which, even though Starlink has been a blessing, okay, especially after we've been lied to by Comcast, a big FU to them, and getting sick for those years where I could barely get across what I wanted to do, really put a beating on things. Not being able to get out to conventions and see people, and and to let people know I'm out there. That hurt because I was going to everything. Hey, bro, that's all right. Let him come here for a minute. Come here, man. Come here, my money.
Me too.
Oh, come on, not both of you. Let's see that dinosaur shirt. Show him that dinosaur shirt. Say, what's up? What does dinosaur do?
The dinosaur just...
Why is he wet?
Because we were playing outside.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's not. It's
just
not.
a shirt.
I thought he just,
No, he was playing outside.
No, it's cold.
Let's play dice.
No, we're not playing dice.
What? Why?
We'll play later. Right now, Pop-Up's doing work.
Wow.
All right, my brother?
Hey.
Hey, bro.
What?
That's you.
Yeah.
Say what's up.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
All right, come here,
My
buddy.
turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's wet.
Yeah, I gotta bring him in.
What's up, Em? What do you got on today? Paw Patrol.
What's up?
Say what's up. Say what? Say how you doing. You got nothing to say. Now you got nothing to say. You say something all the time.
You have to put on shoes to walk on the ground.
Hey, what's your favorite movie? Iron Giant, right?
My favorite movie is the new Trolls movie.
Oh, get out of here now. Now I'm done with you. Now I'm done
All right,
with you.
come on, kids.
After we watched Iron Giant and you guys didn't move for
Say
3
goodbye,
hours.
Papa.
Bye-bye.
Oh, God, Dad, I'm sorry. Here comes Gabby.
No, that's all right, Gabby. Well, she's being punished because she couldn't make a decision on what she wanted. She got, oh my God, giving this dog a bath. Oh my God, giving this dog a bath. Giving both these girls a bath. We watched The Iron Giant, which is an underrated great movie, okay? It does not get the love that it should, okay? Harry Connick Jr., you know, just all in all, just a great movie. I showed that to them. Everything's Iron Giant, until New Trolls came out. But yeah, I educate them. We were watching Gamera. They call it the Flying Turtle. Can we watch the Flying Turtle? Yeah, sure. You know, because Gamera was a hero of children, guardian of the universe. So we watched that. Godzilla scares them for some reason. That's okay. They'll grow into it. They will be educated, these children. That's for doggone sure. All right, listen. I'm going to go. I will be back before Christmas Eve for sure. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit something in. I want to fit in Escape from Stalingrad for Raybox. I want to do that. I wanted to do Halls of Hegra. I want to do that live because you can't get a feel for it unless you do a playthrough. And like I said, you know, we'll see where we go from there. Okay. And take it from there. Did I see the newest Godzilla? Glorious. That's all I'm going to say. -1 was glorious. Decent result for United today. Yeah, after last week's disaster, and then midweek's disaster, and then being booted out of the Champions League and everything else, Ten Hag got very little time. It's a shame. They don't want to play for him, it seems. Pericles, that was another great game this year. Tremendous. So this week is going to be full of different stuff. And tomorrow, you know, we did Friday. We did what I thought were the worst game companies of the year. Tomorrow are the best board game companies of the year. The end of the week is the most underrated games of the year. And then on Tuesday, after Christmas, is my final top 10. My top 10, we did the top 23 of 23. We have from 10 to 1 there. I've got some reviews. We got Prime Minister. I think I put some other reviews up there too. So we've got a bunch of stuff that we're going to be covering. I have not made a video in God knows how many days. So again, because I'm on vacation, it's going to be hard to upload the stuff. You know, I have to go somewhere and do it. Do what is best for you and your family. Glad your health is getting better. And yes, Godzilla -1 is a fantastic movie. Godzilla scares them for all the right reasons. You damn right. Rob, thanks for cheering me up with the video game talk. Oh, thank you. Well, you know something? The best thing about this channel is you have 4,000 videos to pick from. 4,000 videos in 8 years. That's, do the math. Divided by 300. 300 days even. 400 days. Divided by 400 days. Okay, for 8 years. I'll even give you that to you. Okay, because we'll pad a little time on there. So 400 times 8, whatever that turns out to be, Okay, divide that into 4,000 videos and see how many videos I do a year or a day. I forgot what the average was. The average was like 3 point something or 2 point something like that. Sick. It's sick. I've got issues. Take care, Rob. Looking forward to seeing you again. Well, thank you, my friend. I look forward to seeing all you. I hope you guys have all a great Christmas week. I'm going to be watching Hallmark movies with the Queen because that's what she does. And I just make fun of them the entire time because that's what I do. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We shall see you soon, my friends.